By far, the most important element of your church's video announcements is your host. No amount of editing or visual effects will cover up a poor presenter. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 pro tips that I've learned from presenting more than 30,000 church announcements. Well, hey there, I'm Brady Shearer from ProChurchTools.com, helping you seize the 167 hours beyond your Sunday service. We publish new videos like this every single week, so make sure you hit the subscribe button below. And if you like this video, if that's your thing, make sure you hit the thumbs up button as well. Give it a like. You know, it might seem impossible, but over the last 5 years, I've presented more than 30,000 individual church announcements. My company works with hundreds of churches every single week, helping to produce their video announcements from scratch at provideoannouncements.com. And I want to take everything that I've learned from the thousands of hours that I've spent in the studio and share it with you here. So let's dive in. Firstly, when hosting video announcements, you have to recognize that this skill comes naturally to very few people. In my opinion, the church that has done video announcements the absolute best over the last several years is Church on the Move in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I asked Whitney George there how many hosts that they have for video announcements that they trust and use on a frequent basis, and in a church of 10,000 plus, he told me they only have 2 or 3 that they use on camera. And the reason for that is simple. Talking on camera is foreign for most people. Speaking on camera, it's not the same as giving a speech. It's not the same as speaking from stage either. In fact, I've seen many lead pastors who are brilliant communicators from stage, but they struggle when they try to begin talking on camera. So just prepare yourself, knowing that you're entering foreign territory and that the best way to improve is through practice. Get in the studio, get in front of the teleprompter or with your memorized script and just practice as much as you possibly can. Secondly, beyond the most important tip of tons of practice, there are certain points of emphasis that I give to all of the new presenters that we train. And one of those points of emphasis is to have a resting place for your hands. Video, it's a very intimate medium. It's more like speaking face to face to another individual than it is speaking from stage. And so what you don't want to do is be overly expressive with your arms or hands, these gestures. I have a resting position for my hands right around my belly button when I'm standing, and this is my default state when I'm on camera. From there, I make hand gestures that are controlled and understated, but again, don't be overly expressive with your physical movements. On the flip side, and this leads me into my third pro tip for video announcements presenters, don't be ultra expressive with your hands and body movements, but do exaggerate your facial expressions. I once heard it said that if you pause a video of yourself talking and you don't look stupid, you're not being expressive enough with your face. And here are a couple of screen grabs from this video to see if I'm following my own rule properly. The key here is to be more expressive than you normally would. Exaggerate, scrunch, smirk, tilt, and make sure that if someone pauses your video announcements, you look quite ridiculous. That's the goal. Fourthly, be aware of the pitch and pace of your speech as you're presenting. I personally try to keep the volume of my voice the same no matter how I'm presenting because I find it's much easier for post-production, but just consider the way that I'm speaking in this video. The volume remains the same, but the pitch goes up and down. I'll get squeaky high and then I'll bring it back down. Not only that, but I'm mixing up the pace. I'll speed up the voice to keep you engaged and then I'll slow it down to emphasize. This is especially helpful with video announcements because you can speed through extraneous details and then slow down to emphasize the stuff you really want your church to remember. Finally, the 5th pro tip for hosting video announcements is to appear natural. And this is why practice is also so important, because if you look like a robot or if you look uncomfortable on camera, your video announcements will suffer immensely. You need to look and feel natural. And this is what brings us back to that most important first tip, practice. Start there. Go through your script a dozen times before even hitting record once. Be aware of your facial gestures, the resting place for your hands, your physical movements. Work to keep your voice pitch and pace constantly changing to keep the audience engaged. Put that all together and then just relax and be yourself. Don't be a fake version of you, a comical version of you, an exaggerated version of you. It will be obvious. And above all, one more time, practice, practice, practice. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button below and subscribe to the Pro Church Tools channel. We publish new videos like this one every single week, helping your church seize the 167 hours beyond your Sunday service. In fact, hit that little church bell just below this video, and that way you'll never miss a thing. If you've got questions or comments, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.